That's what I was going to talk about when I said the New Year start off with a bang, literally.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the fight.
No, I was talking about the truck and everything. And
Oh,
yeah. I wanted to talk about that because that was really on my mind heavy.
Why?
Because it's interesting, man. It's fun to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, that's some Winter Soldier shit right there.
Yeah,
Like,
so you guys, I don't know. I'm going to start with this. I'm going to start by saying this. I don't know shit about shit, all right? I don't know dick about dick. I don't know anything, all right? This is just going to be an open conversation. I know it can get super fucking deep, and, dude, I was going down the rap. I see why this kind of shit consumes people. It literally consumes their life, and I get that. But I tried to listen to both sides, and I'm going to start with saying this. Now, if you don't want to listen to this, you can skip ahead maybe 20, 30 minutes when we're done talking about it, or 15 or whatever.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning. Because this might offend people. I'm going to try to... look, I just want to talk about it.
This is real life. This is real life stuff.
Real life shit here.
From a perspective of two dummies. So.
Two dummies.
Yeah,
I just fucking, I try to use common sense, like I said, and think about it deeply and, look at different things. So... if you haven't heard, when the year started, right? New Year's night, the guy with the truck in New Orleans, terrorist fucking suicide mission, drives the truck fucking through a crowd of people in New Orleans. I think 11 people die. It's awful.
Wait, I thought you were talking about the cyber
I'm
truck.
going to get there. So 11 people die. He's got the ISIS flag, I think, on the back of his truck.
Great. Yeah,
this is the first day of the year, guys. I mean, the new year just started.
1 hour in.
1 hour in. Okay, so technically that day, right, January 1st, I'm sure everybody's seen the video. If you haven't, look it up, or we can put it in. A guy pulls up to Trump Tower or Trump Hotel in Las Vegas in a cyber truck. It's all on video. Truck stops. There's a guy standing kind of close to it. Next thing you know, truck goes boom. Truck goes fucking boom.
Listen, train go boom.
Train go boom. Truck goes boom boom.
Truck go boom. Truck goes boom boom.
There's fireworks. It's crazy. It's not a bomber. He's not trying to blow up the building. It's to send a message, supposedly, right?
Joker.
Because there's fireworks and everything and all this shit. Okay. If you haven't seen the video, go look it up, or we'll put it in. A couple days later, there's this guy. Now, if you guys haven't heard of it, the Sean Ryan Show, it's a popular podcast. I've never even seen a fucking full episode. I'm being completely honest. I've seen clips. He interviews former military, ex-military, that kind of shit. You've seen clips of it. Some interesting stories were told. He is ex-military. Sean Ryan, the guy himself, he's ex-military, ex-CIA.
Why is that?
Ex-CIA.
Why are you doing bunny ears?
Because when you're in the CIA, are you really ever out of the CIA? You know some of the most...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know some of the most crazy shit. Mm-hmm. And you have a podcast? Are you really ex-CIA? Look, I'm not saying he is or he isn't. I'm not.
Well, he's protecting our country's secrets.
Is he? Or is he still... Is he trying to feed us bullshit? You got to question all this shit, man.
Is he openly letting information out?
Well, we'll get to it. If you haven't seen, the details of the scene, there's a guy. They find everything's burned to a fucking pulp. Everything's burned to pieces, except this guy's passport and identification. Somehow, I don't. That's another thing people were talking about. I don't know how the fuck that shit doesn't burn. Of course, that's still intact. He had a Desert Eagle. Apparently, he shot himself with a Desert Eagle.
Yeah, it would leave a giant hole in your.
You know what I'm saying? And they found the gun by his feet.
Yeah,
guys. I mean, I think everybody knows what a fucking Desert Eagle is.
Desert Eagle is one of the strongest pistols in the world. One of the
strongest fucking pistols in the world.
It is one of the. I think it's one of the only handheld firearms that shoots 50 caliber bullets. Which, if you don't know, your ammo or anything like that. 50 caliber bullets can take your fucking leg off.
Yeah.
If it hits it right.
I don't know who shoots himself with a fucking Desert Eagle. That's another thing people... I don't know. Apparently it was by his feet. I don't know, too. Because if you shoot yourself with a Desert Eagle, I don't think the gun's just going to drop.
No, that's
That kind of power, that's all up in the air. That's what I'm saying. This is open conversation. You got to question all this shit. You know what I'm saying? They find his identification, all that. Matthew Livelsberger, I think is his name. He's an ex-military, whatever the fuck. He's all that shit. Like I said, I'm an idiot. I'm not gonna. I didn't.
Yeah, you're just bouncing off. I mean, you're bouncing off knowledge that you're.
Yeah.
This is secondhand knowledge from
Right.
two dummies.
Two dummies.
Okay, Mr. Burger.
Mr. Burger and Mr. I don't know the guy's name in New Orleans. They were apparently in the same post together in the military, I think. So there's a connection there. I don't know. Anyways, Sean Ryan says they're going to have an emergency podcast with this guy called Sean. I think his name's Sean Shoemate or something like that. That's his name. That's the guy he interviews.
Okay.
Apparently, he runs his own stuff. He's ex-CIA, I think. Ex-CIA. Apparently, this Matthew Livelsberger's guy was trying to get into contact with him before he did his thing. Supposedly he did his thing. He was, texting him on Instagram. Hey, man, check your DMs, check your DMs, check your DMs. Finally, he checks his DMs because you got to understand. You know how many people do this shit?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I got some fucking breaking news. You want to hear it? Some people are talking out their ass.
Yeah.
So
everybody.
A lot of people are. And so this guy basically sends, they get into contact finally. This is, I think, December 31st. He sends him an email.
Yeah.
And I have the email. I can pull it up. I'm not going to read the whole thing.
You just send it to me. I'll put it on the screen right now.
Yeah. Joe can put the whole thing on the screen. And you can pause it and read it for yourself. Once again, just read it. Don't fucking say, oh, yeah, it's definitely true.
Yeah.
Just read it. Just pay attention to it. I'm going to slightly read it. I'm gonna go loosely off of it. Basically, he talks about the drones that we've seen here in New Jersey, right?
Yes.
These drones that was at pretty much at the end of the year.
Yeah.
They were up in the sky. People were wondering what the fuck
Christmas
happened.
drones.
The Christmas drones. He basically is saying these are China-operated drones that are launched from a submarine off the East Coast. And these drones can basically do anything. They can fly them over the White House. They can fly them pretty much anywhere you want to, and they go at light speed, which is, I think, is proven because the New Jersey sheriff or something like that, when they tried to get their drone up in the sky to kind of track these motherfuckers, they flew away at light speed. They couldn't even catch them. They were gone, right? Now, I don't know. Do you believe that? I don't know. I don't know. Look, I don't think anybody's gave a good explanation to what they are.
You want my personal take on that information?
Yes.
I think if they are really Chinese operated,
yes,
they would need some kind of, authorization from our government. And if they don't, I feel like that's open war. Like, dude, holy shit.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I hope to God.
I hope that's not true. Like I said, I will get to the point where, you learn information afterwards anyways, but it's China operated drones and US operated drones up there at the same time, I guess. I think he said it's checkmate in the fucking email or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is, I think he said over the White House too, because obviously Donald Trump's going to get his inauguration soon.
Yeah.
Which is outside.
Yeah.
The inauguration's outside. I'm just saying, right? So if they wanted to pop some shit off with these drones, I mean, who's going to really stop them if they want to do some crazy shit? If they can do what they say they can do, that would be wild. But that's fucking crazy bullshit.
Yeah, that's history predictions.
Yeah. Well, people said he might get assassinated, right? There might be assassination.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
look.
That's a whole nother thing. I don't know.
People take this shit so
This shit consumes people's lives, and I see why. Basically, he says he has a VPID or whatever the fuck it's called, VBID, which is a car bomb, essentially.
Yeah.
This is on December 31st. This is before it even happens.
Yeah.
And he's saying the government's basically tracking him.
Oh, gosh.
Because he has knowledge of, I believe, what is it? Some kind of CIA mission or something like that where they killed civilians back in 2019, which I've learned is documented and is proven.
Yeah.
That They did kill civilians, I believe, in somewhere. I forget where it says, but basically he's saying a bunch of shit, dude. And
All right, and again, take this all with a grain of salt.
take it all with a grain of salt, right?
Because this is some scary shit. If this is real,
if it's true.
which I mean, anything could be true.
Because he's trying to say World War III. They're trying to fucking
this World War III shit is the most trigger happy thing.
kind of shit like that.
Oh my god, it's like people want it. They talk about it so
Man,
much.
yeah.
What are you fucking doing? Why is that a topic of conversation?
One thing with this email is some people were saying is there's little red squiggly lines for like spell check underneath some words, which if you send somebody an email, right, it doesn't do that, right? If you read an email sent from somebody, it doesn't have spell check squiggly lines. To be fair, I believe they took the email and edited it because he put some names in there that they had to edit out to put it on screen. I believe, I don't know, or whatever. That was what I heard or what they said in the show.
Yeah.
I don't know. So to be fair, that maybe that point is made. But yeah, this is some crazy stuff, man. If that drone stuff is real, and then obviously the next day, he fucking essentially does. He has the truck blows up, you know. So
Yeah.
I don't know. He goes on the show and tells him this. They're like, holy fucking shit, bro. They're fucking freaking out. Sean Ryan says he has to go into hiding. Look, this is open conversation here. This is open conversation. You know, I've seen a lot of people say it's bullshit.
Yeah, he's hoping it's theatrics, right? It's not.
Some people believe it. Some people say it's bullshit. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's come out and said this. Sean Shumate guy he said after this, he said the guy was like off his medication after that, and then a lot of things are adding up. I don't know.
There's lots of normally if there's loose ends like that,
Yeah.
I would hope that it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean,
He said the guy too. He said he was going to flee to Mexico.
Jesus. Oh my god. I mean, Jesus Christ.
So is he still alive? Is he
Like-
dead? Was there another body in the fucking truck?
Listen, it's 2025. Listen, we got drone warfare. It's only a matter of time before Raul Menendez pokes his head out. It's about to be Cordes Dia or whatever that
Some
shit
people
was.
said maybe there was another dead body in the truck because Cybertruck can obviously self-drive, but you have to have
Yeah.
your eyes open looking at the road. I believe like something like that. So maybe they that's a whole nother level of fucking dedication, might I add.
Yeah.
To kill somebody, prop their eyes open, have them fucking get in the car.
More Riddler shit.
All kind of shit. Now there is a video too of someone inside the hotel or whatever it is, the tower, when the truck blows up, and you can see in the driver's seat, you don't see anybody.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if that's because I don't know. I don't know where the person may have gone. I don't know, man. It's crazy shit, dude. There's a lot of questions about the validity of it. He says in the email his first car was a 2006 Ford Mustang, black.
Yeah.
That was proven to not be true.
There's a lot of loose ends I'm hearing.
It's very loose. Some people were like, "Holy shit, we got to be scared. It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening."
It's always that. It's happening.
Some people say it's a psyop. I think a psyop is like to get the people to believe, right?
Yeah.
To scare the people.
Yeah.
And Sean Ryan has such a big platform.
I mean, it's very real. A bomb went off in front of Trump Tower, right?
Yeah, and the guy obviously, like I said, the night before, the guy fucking ran over 11 people with an ISIS flag and all that shit.
Yeah. That was in New York City, right?
New Orleans.
There's Trump Tower in New Orleans?
No, the bombing was in
New York City?
Trump Tower was in Las Vegas. New York City was, I think, a
Yeah,
whole
okay.
different thing. I think that
Okay.
was, I don't even know. I didn't read up on that.
Okay.
I just heard some guy in Queens shot
Yeah.
11 people,
All right.
which is wild. But yeah, they proved the car thing wasn't real. It was a 1998 Ford Mustang. So it was the right car. It wasn't the right year. I don't know. I don't know. Some people say, well, maybe his mom bought him his first car. It's not on the record. It's not on the record.
That's
There's
what we're
so
going
many,
with?
so many questions.
Maybe it was his mom.
Maybe his mom bought him his first car. It wasn't on his record. And then some people said, if you check their records, they have cars in there they'd never even drove in their life. I don't know.
Sketchy.
I don't know. You got
Loose
to
end
question all
stuff.
this shit, right?
I mean, I think it's open ended at this. Like
it's
what you
very
said.
open ended.
Like, I mean, believe what you want.
Believe what you want.
The drones are very real. I saw them for real.
The drones
It's
are
very
real. We know
scary.
this for fact.
Yeah.
right? So when the guy says something crazy like this, I don't believe it. You just take it into consideration.
I don't think our country, no matter who's in charge
Yeah.
right now, would just allow China to, you know.
But I don't know. You don't know. I don't know. Who's going to really stop those
I mean,
drones?
Jesus, man. Like, where do we draw the line? What are you doing? What are you doing, guys?
Who's going to really stop those drones, though?
Could you imagine if he does get assassinated?
Who, Trump?
Yeah.
By
That
a
would be
drone?
wild.
I told you about my dream, too, which, like I
Am-
said,
I-
this
I-
is craziness, by the way. This doesn't
Yeah,
mean shit.
I forgot what you said about your dream, but go
This
ahead.
doesn't mean shit. Now, this came out, I forget when this came out. I think like the 3rd or something like that. So I didn't read this till like 5 a.m. on the 3rd.
Yeah.
The 2nd, I had a dream. Look, it's a dream. I know. It sounds crazy. He says they can attack on the East Coast, right? These drones, these
Yeah.
aircrafts. China can attack on the East Coast. I had a dream that there was these aircrafts. There was these aircrafts. Guys, I don't dream about people getting bombed. I just don't. I don't really even dream at all. These aircrafts, it was like me, you, Santos,
We're on-
John.
yeah.
We were at a theater watching a movie or something like that. And then we found out, like on the news, you know, some fucking bridge or something in Florida
Yeah.
got blown up. And there's footage of it. You see the fucking aircrafts coming in and they're fucking bombing the bridge and shit's fucking going crazy. Right? Bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
But, no, look, this is craziness. But then I come to find out the next day, something like this comes out. I don't know, right?
You're the chosen one.
I'm the chosen one. I don't know. But
I'm the-
look, you got to take that with, that's fucking crazy. That's way out there. I know, it's way out there.
Yeah.
It's craziness.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Sometimes I've had dreams, right?
I've had dreams of have predicted my future
it's-
before,
yeah.
and it's freaky as hell.
Very freaky.
It's freaky as hell.
So I don't dream about people getting bombed like that, guys. I just don't. I don't. I've dreamed about getting shot.
Yeah.
I've dreamed about that in my fucking grandparents' front lawn. That was crazy.
Wow. Did you feel it?
Yeah, you did. I felt it for real. You feel what it's like to get shot. It's not fun.
That's just your brain pretending.
Yeah.
You know what it feels like.
So, you know.
But yeah, absolute madness in the country going on. I mean, Jesus, man. And what I was saying before, imagine if he gets shot. I have no bias when it comes to people getting shot. I hope nobody gets shot. I don't care if Colonel fucking Sanders is in the front. Actually, I don't care if Colonel fucking Sanders is
Colonel Sanders.
resurrected and then put up on a podium and then shot. You can't shoot people. I mean, like, I don't care if you like Biden or Harris or Trump or
Yeah.
anybody. Nobody deserves to get shot. I think this is common sense. And, you know, if you're that extreme, you might need to figure your shit out and get your morals in check. You're talking about death of somebody. Like, I don't know. I sometimes I could tell people have like looks in their eyes when you talk about like politics. It's like, dude,
The fuck you say?
please just
Apparently he's trying to say in this manifesto, they call it, that he did that to bring attention to what they did when they bombed the cities or whatever, and they killed innocent civilians. And
yeah, I mean,
he apparently has all, but like, it's like you have to question everything. How does he have this information? He wasn't really involved in anything like that to even know, right?
There's so many variables. Yeah, I could see how you can get obsessed with it.
You could
There's
just,
so many
I
variables.
was in it. I was down. I was going. I said, "Oh my god!" You just keep going. It's just a fucking
Yeah.
hole. It just keep going down, and it expands as you go down. There's so many fucking ways you can go off. This led to this, that. I can see why people get just fucking absolutely consumed by it. It's fun to talk about for me.
Yeah.
You know, you ask questions. You know, I think we're at the age now. I think we said this before, where, you know, we can kind of. It's not just, you know, go outside and play anymore. You know, you're not kids anymore.
Yeah, well, to that point, I think I think ages younger than us are getting into politics.
Are getting into it more. Yeah.
But that's just because of exposure.
Because of exposure.
You know, so I don't know.
I think TikTok is a real big. There's so many people that have something to say. Anybody can say something on TikTok
Yeah,
or whatever
but-
like that, and fucking.
I mean, but just because you have a podcast doesn't mean you have something fucking important.
Something fucking important to say. So, but to the people that maybe new that are watching and you want to do your own research, you know, I leave what you think. I don't know. I know people are going to feed us bullshit. I know the news is going to feed us bullshit. Sean Ryan could be feeding us bullshit because, like I said, he's ex-CIA. I don't know. I don't believe in the ex-CIA shit. Plus, they also said if you have this kind of information, why would you sit on it? Right?
Yeah.
Why would you sit on it for days? Right?
You know, and then you broadcast it too.
And you broadcast. Apparently, the guy Livelsberger was trying to.
Burger.
He specifically asked for Sean Ryan, for these different outlets, for Fox News or whatever. I guess he also tried to get in contact with Sean Ryan himself, which he didn't prove. He proved that. Is it even him? Is it the government trying to? Are they all setting this up?
I don't know.
You have to
question
yes,
everything.
you have
now.
to question
It's sad.
everything.
It's so sad. I don't know at what point that happened where everybody at least considers questioning the news and the government and stuff like that, or now they're one and the same at this point. I mean, not the same, but like they're in bed with each other.
Yeah.
Let's be real. The only people that are like believe everything on the news are the people that grew up and that's the only thing that was on fucking TV. So
Everything the news says is
it's
true.
real. It's all real. It's all real.
Like my mom said, we went out on Sunday, right? The day before the snowstorm. It's supposed to snow at 12. Where are you going?
Where are you going?
I said, it's not going to snow at 12.
Yeah.
But the news said so.
Okay.
Guess what?
All praise the news.
Did it snow at 12? No.
No. It's all right. It
snowed.
snowed.
Snowed at 5.
It snowed all right.
Snowed at 5 like the weather app said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Not saying the weather app's always true either, but
it's
look,
not
the
at all.
news-
That is a load of horse shit. The weather app.
the news isn't also fucking true.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway, let's go on to a lighter topic. Is that off your plate? All that?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's a lot.
That's a lot.
Are you anxious about stuff like that?
Am I anxious? No, because at the end of the day, I don't know dick about dick, and I can't do shit about
I
shit.
know. Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't do anything,
No,
guys.
you can't do anything.
I know it's fun to fucking
Talk shit.
guy.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're gonna have to wake up, go to work, do what you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna have to do whatever you have to do.
All right.
So, I like to just even when shit sounds fucking super crazy, super insane, I just you listen. Listen. You gotta listen sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta listen, even if they sound fucking insane, because they could be coming from somewhere.
Yeah. That's even if you want to listen.
Even if you want to listen, but I just
I wouldn't have done all that digging is the other thing.
Yeah.
Like there's some people out there that don't dig like that.
I did it because I really wanted it. Because I could have just read that. You could have just watched the show, right?
Yeah.
And be like, dude, the fucking drones are from China, and they're fucking that was him in the email, and you could just believe it all, right, at face value. But you really gotta do your fucking research, man, and you gotta question, the people giving that information and what they're about and what they were, or what they are. So yeah, I don't know.
I really am at the point where I don't know what to believe anymore.
I don't believe anything.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
You don't believe shit till it happens, until there's concrete evidence.
Yeah, like seeing a drone on my fucking front door.
Right.
It's being surrounded
Right.
by drones in
Yeah,
the middle of nowhere.
The fucking body in the car was, charred up to you couldn't even identify. The DNA didn't match his son,
Yeah.
but his fucking ID and shit survived. I don't know, guys. All this shit, it could be set up. Just today, I was listening to the fucking Jerry Springer shit. There's a new documentary on Netflix, right, where they would fight and all that shit. And you thought it was real as a kid or whatever. That shit wasn't real.
Yeah.
They would pay people to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So shit you see, man. It's coming more to light as years go on. As I've come to notice,
Well, it's just exposure.
just
like
more
I said.
exposure, more people willing to step up to the plate. Which respect. Cat Williams. If you guys haven't seen that one,
Cat Williams, yeah,
at the beginning of 2024, he
Yes.
said a whole bunch of shit. Right?
blacklisted.
He said a whole bunch of shit. And to be fair, some shit went down at the end throughout the year. A lot of
Yeah.
guys got locked up. Diddy, Jay-Z's in a thing now.
Oh, really? He was ahead of that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
and they've been saying a lot of that shit for years. I think a lot of it's been known for years. They just didn't have the outlets to go to spread it. And now people, some people just don't give a fuck. But also, like I said, with information like this, motherfuckers disappear for information like that. Information that's less.
Yeah.
They're gone like that. Where'd they go? Oh, he mysteriously died for so-and-so. There's been reporters that go to all kinds of places. They have information to bring back. Oh, man, the plane crash or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
happens all the time. So that's why another thing to question, if you have information like this,
Yeah.
how, I don't know.
How deep does it go?
How deep does it go? You could go forever, bro.
Beyond deep.
You can go forever.
It probably is like infinite.
You can go
probably
forever.
You probably can't be old enough and know it all and have all the.
You'll never know it all, man.
Yeah, you'll never. Yeah.
There's always going to be something that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a loose end that's untied with everything involving shit like this. So,
I don't know. Like you said, it's only so much we can do, which is nothing.
there's nothing you can do.
nothing you can do.
The most you could have done with the drones was get a drone up there, try to track it. And people tried that.
I shot one down. I got a gold scar out of it.
Gold scar out of it.
Yeah.
That's the most you could do. And people couldn't do that. So, what are you going to do after that?
You know.
You guys going to raid Area 51 again?
Yeah.
You guys going to raid
We
it?
keep talking about that.
I know.
Why do we keep talking
I know,
about
that's
that?
where they say all the
It's so
crazy
random.
shit. That's where they say all the crazy
Listen, let's
shit's
get
at.
there. Let's get to Area
Let's
51.
get there, guys. We'll see with this inauguration. We'll see as the year goes on. The fucking the guy that drove the truck in and killed all those people, that was another girl on his show. That's a whole different thing. She was saying, I think ISIS is going to try to, take out 50 to 60,000 people in different terrorist attacks in the U.S.
ISIS is back, baby.
ISIS is back. I don't
Terrible.
know if they're somehow getting in our country or.
Terrible.
Like I said, you could go forever with this shit, guys. You really could.
Forever and ever and
You
ever.
could go forever. People think they know it all.
Yeah.
One guy.
I don't.
One guy. I don't know shit, dude. Like I
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
Once again, I said at the start. I'm going to say it to pretty much end it. I don't know shit about shit. That was all open. I didn't say I believe one way or the other. I just say you gotta listen to both sides, right? You gotta listen to everybody and
Yes.
make your own decision. In my case, I'm not gonna make a decision. I'm just gonna see what happens because at the end of the day, like we said, you can't do shit about it. You can't do shit about it, right? Maybe you can. Maybe you got some power. I don't fucking know who you are. Miami Mike. Miami Mike. You got power,
he's
brother.
in the
You got power. This is for you. Right?
Miami Mike,
Florida might be
your
getting bombed
set looks
soon, brother.
gay
My
as
dream told me so. I'm letting you know ahead of time.
All right.
Okay, Miami Mike?
Miami Mike's got power.